What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, messing with the Camaro. So, Camaro update. Last time I raced the Camaro, I think we went $699 or something like that at Rockingham. I said there were three things I wanted to do. Couldn't remember what one of them was. Well, they're all done. The icebox, done. Got that all installed, worked out, so now we are flowing ice water straight to that Tick Performance intercooler sitting there at the manifold. Number two, trans brake. Got trans brake hooked up. Got a two-step, trans brake, boost building table, bump button, all that stuff, all hooked up. And number three, the third thing that I was forgetting, that was the alternator. Yeah, I didn't have one. I have one of those, but I didn't have one of those hooked up. That was actually the worst part of the whole thing, because I went hooked it up and I thought I had it right and I put a resistor in and this, that, the next thing, it still wouldn't charge. Come to find out I had a bad alternator the whole damn time, so I'm spending a worthless brick on the front of the engine for no reason. Went and got a new alternator and now she charges, so we're good to go on the alternator. Not on the list of three things that I was going to do, however, is the catch can, which I'm like, I probably need a catch can. We're starting to breathe a little bit. Alternator's getting a little funny because I just had the valve covers open, didn't even have like a hose connecting them because, why bother? So I did this whole catch can setup. Nice and cheap. It works. It's a catch can. What more do you want? So that's the update on things I had to fix and had to do. After I got done with all that, it was time to take it out for some more testing. Alright, so here's me doing some testing with the Camaro. This first run right here is actually a personal best in the car, 648 at 105. And for the second run, you'll notice that me and my murder mittens here decided we were going to go all out on that bump button and go right through the beams and red light, hitting the guard beam before we even took off. But, silver lining, I didn't get a time, but I did get a mile an hour, and instead of being at 105 like the last run, this was at 114.9 miles an hour, so she's obviously getting faster. We should be good. Now to switch over to the elephant in the room. Where's this purple Cadillac been since Streetcar Takeover? Well, as you might know, before we did Streetcar Takeover, we were having a problem with valve flow. So we got a hold of Frankenstein's, their heads on the car, and he said, hey, what are we going to do? We got some valve flow. We have been beating on this thing. We've been hitting the top end pretty hard, hitting the rev limit a couple times, the transmission didn't shift. Frankenstein says, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to send you a set of heavy-duty springs, PAX 1207X springs. They're still 700 lift, but they got higher seat pressure. This should help everything out. Okay, good. Put those on the car. We're taking to Galot. What you're seeing on screen right now is what we got at Galot. 4 runs, and all 4 runs, the car just did the exact same thing. It didn't matter what we changed tune-wise, tire pressure-wise, driving style-wise. She just was not going to be rushed. All the logs still showing valve float. And we had valve float coming in. I mean, 6,000 RPM, it's floating valves. End all be all is that even though we went to different springs, changed the pressures, we're just overpowering what these heads were meant to do. So, here we go. What you're seeing on screen now is all the parts we ordered. Yep, that's right. Set of all pro 12-3 LS7 heads. They're LS3 port match. Set of comp shaft mounted BSR rockers. ISKI cams, which are basically the Johnson 2116 LSR link bar lifters. Redoing the top end of the engine to try to get rid of the valve flow. Coming down to the wire for race week, we did manage to get it done. And I say we, I mean Brandon at A&B Performance managed to get it done for us. With a few hiccups here and there, but everything's done. Put it on the dyno, one last dyno session before we leave for race week. And this is the dyno run. She made a little bit more power down low. We knew that was going to happen. And she didn't really make a whole lot of extra power across the whole curve. About 20 horsepower up average, but the good thing is there was no valve float. and we were able to run the engine out to 7,600 RPM, no problem now. So we're going to be shifting a little bit later. No valve float, a little more horsepower down low we think. So all in all, good day. So that's what we've got for this. And the next thing we're going to do is Rocky Mountain Race Week. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.